After the encounter, as the investigations now gain steam and gain traction, more details are emerging of the train blast in Ujjain. Remember, the train blast was actually the precursor to the investigating agencies, to the central intelligence agencies, in a sense, piecing together the entire jigsaw puzzle, getting in touch with coordinates in UP, in MP, and then planning this operation. Now, the latest information suggests that the blast inside the train was executed using a pipe bomb. That's an IED, an improvised explosive device. A pipe bomb was used. The suspects who are being said as being a part of an ISIS module trying to set up a cell of sorts in India, then sent the photo of that bomb to Syria after planting it in the train. Remember, that's precisely the manner in which the ISIS Twitter handle, the ISIS Telegraph feed often gets photographs and posts them in order to stake ownership of a terror attack. The same picture which was sent to a number based and operating out of Syria has now been recovered from the sent items folder of one of the suspects, the mobile phone of one of the suspects arrested from Piparia. Remember, Piparia is the place where the suspects got down and were then arrested. The suspects, after planting the bomb in the train, left for Piparia by bus, and that's where they were nabbed. Let's go straight to our correspondent Hemendra Sharma, who is joining us from Bhopal. Good morning to you, Hemendra. This important piece of information that you're bringing to us about the suspects having sent the photograph of that pipe bomb to a number operating out of Syria, tell us more about just what else does the police and the investigation agencies know, and how is the investigation now proceeding from here on?
Well, top police sources in the Madhya Pradesh police have confirmed this to us, that in fact the Bhopal-Ujjain train blast was in fact executed by the ISIS module in India, in Madhya Pradesh, through a pipe bomb. This was a pipe bomb, as you mentioned earlier. And the photograph of this pipe bomb was taken by one of these three accused, who were later nabbed from Piparia. And they sent this photograph through their mobile phone to their handlers in Syria. And this pipe bomb picture has actually been recovered from the sent items folder of one of the accused, who has been arrested by the police from Piparia. After planting this bomb in the train, they took this picture and then left the train, went to the Nadra bus stand in Bhopal, and from there left for Piparia by bus. The IB and ATS officers in Madhya Pradesh were tracking them. They got hold of them in Piparia, arrested them in Piparia, and recovered this mobile phone from them. And from this mobile phone, it has been now found and confirmed to us by top police officers in Madhya Pradesh that they were in touch with their handlers in Syria, and also they had sent the picture of this pipe bomb to their handlers in Syria.
All right, and Moshmi Singh, coming to you very quickly. There were reports which suggested that there were perhaps two terrorists inside. What's the actual official stand on that? And tell us about the kind of recoveries that the police has made at the spot.
All right. The ATS as said yesterday, quoted yesterday, that they had suspected that earlier when they put in the camera, they saw activity from two corners, and that's how they actually thought that there are two suspects inside, because the pictures in the camera was not clear. That's what exactly the ATS IG said. And when we asked them then that whether there were two terrorists, they clarified that inside there was only Saifullah, who was actually dead after an encounter with the ATS squad. After because Saifullah was, remember, given a warning, and despite a warning, several warnings, and despite the fact that the ATS did not respond, attack, it was Saifullah who fired, that he was actually ambushed.
All right, Moshmi Singh and Hemendra Sharma, thank you, both of you, for joining us early this morning with this information. Of course, it's a story we will be tracking very closely now. Even though reports of Indian youth joining the dreaded terror group ISIS has dominated headlines in the past, the ISIS threat to India has largely been checked by the security forces. However, the latest encounter in Lucknow is indeed an eye-opener for the general public as well as for the security agencies. Here is a look at India's ISIS crisis.
The Islamic State, the world's newest and most monstrous breed of terrorists, has had a shadowy network in India so far. There's no head of the organization, but a growing network of individuals motivated and brainwashed on the internet. So far, they have not pulled off a major terror strike in India. Many recruits choosing Afghanistan and Syria for their jihad. The alarm bells rang first in 2014 when 4 youth from Mumbai mysteriously vanished. News reports later suggested some of them may have been killed in action there. The real shockwaves came last year. As many as 22 people left Kerala, taking various routes to join the ISIS. A few of them are reportedly fighting in Afghanistan and the rest probably in Syria and Iraq. The police investigations revealed how hardline Salafi brand Islam, spreading wings in the state, was creating a recruiting ground for the terror outfit. The profile of the average ISIS sympathizer in India makes for an interesting study. The National Investigation Agency named 52 people for suspected ISIS links last year. Of them, 20 were engineers, more than half of them below the age of 25. As many as 10 came from Hyderabad, one of India's technology hubs. 9 were from the upper middle class. The agency has so far been able to arrest only 35 of these suspects. The rest are still at large. The ISIS is different from terror outfits India has dealt with thus far. There is no clear chain of command. Instructions could come via blogs or social media or mobile chat rooms or from a neighborhood radical preacher. In every way, they're an invisible and far deadlier force. In the hands of an ISIS terrorist, anything could become a weapon of destruction, even a knife or a truck, as Dhaka and Paris realized to their horror. The question is, are we ready to tackle the ISIS brand of terror? Bureau Report, India Today.